just like that, you're listening to the most downloaded HVAC entertainment podcast in the goddamn motherfucking world. Welcome to the HVAC Overtime show, hosted by me and my two best buds. Joe isn't here tonight, as you can see. He's apparently sick or something.
Is his tummy hurt or what?
I think he's got a head cold in his hair.
He's got a head cold
in his hair.
Something like that.
Figure out.
What's up, Adam? You look extra pasty tonight.
I know it's something with the lighting. I think one of my lights are down, and I don't.
Are you sure it's not Lyme disease?
Or do you have jaundice? You need to like put lights above you and fucking bake you like a incubator, like my kids in the hospital.
I don't know which button is which here.
Or a tanning bed. That's what it is.
Isn't that weird when your kids came out like orange? My kids had jaundice too. They had to go into the heat lamp.
Yeah, my kid did too. And we had to like wrap her in this blanket with these lights.
Yeah.
Light up blanket.
Yep.
What's up, Randy?
Shoot.
Randy Ravioli. Torbioli.
There we go.
Anybody know how you actually say Randy's last name? Torboli?
Torboli? Maybe.
Yeah. Is Randy Italian? I never knew this.
Oh, him and Joe could be long lost cousins.
Yeah. He's got that spaghetti in his pants. And he eats that. What is that? Mayonnaise noodles or whatever?
Sour cream noodles, I think it is.
Yeah.
Whenever I look at it, I always think about those tongue scraping videos where you take a tongue scrape and you scrape your tongue
Dude, shut up.
And then you just slap it in like a
bucket
full of noodles and then you eat it.
No. That's a nope rope. Nope.
If I ever cough up a tonsil stone, I'm going to call it Randy.
Oh, dude, I just heard about those. There's tonsil stones. It's like little calcium things from like that.
You never had one? I had one like it's been a long time, like 15 years, but I had one.
They're so gross looking. I saw a video. I almost threw up in my
just
mouth.
Read about those recently.
It's like I remember distinctively when it comes out, it's like the nastiest smelling and worst tasting freaking thing ever.
I can imagine. It's like going down on a hobo.
Yeah.
Joe's attending. Oh, apparently Jason Johnson knows where Joe's at. He's attending the Sausage Festival in Toronto. He thought it was He thought it was one thing, found out it was another, and decided to stay. Oh, that's 100%. Joe is down for anything, bro. Like,
I bet you he's stuck in a deadlock game of gay chicken.
Yeah, Joe. Like, look, Joe's. He's a team player, so
that's true.
He would. Yeah,
that's true. He would take one for the team. And then he would take one with the team, and then buy the entire.
Then he'll find a fold, and he'll do what he has to do.
The entire team all in his mouth.
100%.
His middle name is Bukkake.
Oh yeah.
It's like that. What's that dude's name? The Bad Friends podcast.
I don't know. Your Mom's House. That's the one I was thinking. I thought that's what we were going to touch on.
You never saw Bad Friends? You heard it. Come on, with what's that guy's name? Something Lee. People in the chat had seen it.
Lee.
What's
Jason
that
Lee?
Name? Brandon Lee. That dude died.
Oh,
Brandon Lee played the original Crow.
But anyways, they talk about it. He's actually talked about kind of fellatio with guys in his earlier years, and he's like, I'm not gay. I was just kind of curious.
Yeah. Bobby Lee. Oh yeah, Bobby. Yeah, I've never heard that one, but I've heard Bobby Lee talk about that. Bobby Lee is just like whatever, man.
Yeah, he's just he doesn't care.
Yeah, no. So I used to listen to Opie and Anthony on Sirius years ago, and they would have all the comedians on. So Bobby Lee would be on. Obviously, they all of them. Bill Burr, Jim Norton, all those guys, dude. Bobby Lee was hilarious. What's that?
I love Bill Burr.
Yeah,
he's hilarious.
I almost scored some tickets to Bill Burr a while back, but it was in Cleveland. Or no,
you hear the drama about Bill Burr and Billy Corgan?
Yeah, how they might actually be brothers.
Yeah, but Bill Burr's pissed about it. Bill Burr, he got set up by Howie Mandel, and Howie Mandel kind of tried to put them together, and Bill got fucking pissed about it.
They do look like brothers, though, don't they?
They literally are, dude. It's like when you hear the story, you're like, oh shit, yeah, no, that's
Yeah, and that's probably why he got so mad, because he's like not ready to publicly deal with it, I don't think.
Yeah, something like that.
Cool. Thanks for watching, bud.
Like even Bill Burr's stepmom, I guess, is like, yeah, Billy Corgan's totally your brother. Like, But she doesn't. She just thinks that she's pretty sure from what the dad's told her and stuff. She's like,
out of that whole story, the weirdest part is that you and your brother are both named Bill. Like that's the weirdest.
That's true.
Yeah. Bill 1 and Bill 2.
I'm Bill. Yeah. Here's my brother Bill.
Yep,
that would be good. I mean, it's pretty good at parties and stuff. Bill 1, Billy, Bill.
Billy.
One's Bill and one's Billy.
Billy Eyelash.
That's like one of those names I can't how can you talk to an adult man and call him Billy?
Well, you don't. You call him Dick.
My legal name is Billy.
Don't they go by Dick when they're Bill? Isn't your name also Dick or Richard or? Oh, I thought it was Bill. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's Richard, huh? Richard is Dick.
I bet you if you look at Chris's phone, though, when I call him, this caller ID says Dick.
Oh, hold on. Here, I'll show you what the caller ID says.
It probably says Dick.
Let's see, Bill Russell. I mean, it just says, hold on. Just says Bill Russell. See, I'm being nice.
I'm being very courteous right there.
I am being very courteous.
Yeah, I don't have to change my phone number. I'd be inundated with.
What other phone numbers? Should we name drop? What other numbers should we call? Let me see who else cool I have in here. We should just call someone right now.
Yeah. You know what? This mixer I have, I can't call people on it anymore.
No.
Yay.
No.
Oh, well then never mind.
I miss those days. Those were the best.
So I was
Cyborg in the chat. He'd tell us to drop a link in the chat right about now.
Yeah, exactly. He'll tell us in a few minutes. So a couple months ago, Adam started going down a self-help thing for like a few minutes, and he was sharing some podcasts and different things. And it's funny because you shared a podcast from Mel Robbins, or you told me to listen to Mel Robbins or something like that, right? Didn't you?
No. Well, you know what happened? This is what happened. I was actually on my second Mel Robbins book.
Okay.
And I was boarding a plane, and Chris was like, you were complaining about something that involved somebody. You were pissed about somebody. It was a person. It was something. And you're like, I wish I could not do this anymore, not get mad, not get pissed.
Oh,
like,
yeah, social media. Because social media consumes me, and I don't want to fucking care.
So I said, what you need to do is listen to this Mel Robbins book and thank me later. And so then
the funny thing is that, so Adam told me that, but my wife had been telling me to listen to Mel Robbins for like months, right? And my wife kind of got irritated because when I go, Adam's telling me to read this book. She's like, no shit. I've been telling you to read that forever. She's like, but then your friend says to check it out and you're all interested.
Well, hey. And then you read it, right? And it was worth it.
I listened to her podcast. She has this one podcast, and I told Bill to check it out, but she is describing me in this podcast to a T. So she goes into the details about stress, and she has this expert on, whoever it is. It's actually a really interesting lady that's on the thing. And they're talking about how your brain works, has different sections of your brain. And like when you get high stress or high anxiety, how like you lose the ability to do certain functions because your brain is like taking over in different ways.
Dude, I'm telling you, I freaking walk into walls during the day.
Yeah.
That like stuff happens. I like, sometimes I have that, you just walk into a wall, you fall right down. Boom. You don't know what's happening. It's all stress, right?
Dude, stress. But here's the thing. So I started doing a deep dive. I'm listening to this podcast. I listened to a couple different ones. I listened to some more that she has on stress. And then the other one I listened to, it's this other doctor. And it's really, the other one is kind of hard because it's this guy that's like in his 70s and he's really monotone. And it's just, I can't do it, but I listened to it for a little bit. And then they start talking about how bad stress is for your body and like what happens when you're highly anxious all the time and how it's ruining your heart and how it's ruining everything. Yeah, and I'm like, I'm trying to learn about stress and I'm getting stressed out.
Learn about stress. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
and hey, listen to this. So I told you guys this. I don't think I mentioned it on the show, but a while back, maybe close to a year ago now, I was at the doctor. I usually don't go to the doctor for a yearly checkup. Do you guys go to the doctor?
Yeah.
Well, I went last year, but then it was 7 years previous. So last year was the first time.
I never
blood panel and a physical.
Yeah.
I never go. But anyways, I have this doctor, and she's British, right? And should I tell the butt story?
Sure.
All right. So the first thing is, whenever I go in there, that's probably one of the reasons why I don't want to go in there. Is like she's always like, this is like the third time I've been in there where she's like, "Hey, can I stick my finger in your butt?" I'm like, "No, thanks."
Yeah.
And she's like, "It only takes a second." I'm like, "I'm sure it does, but that's okay. Thank you." And because I'm not due for any of those tests or anything like that. So I tell her no. But I think that's funny because she says it in a English accent, right? But she asked me the last time I was there, is there anything that's bothering you? Is there anything that's like, other health issues or anything else? I'm like, well, I have a lot of anxiety. She's like, what do you mean? I described it to her a little bit, and she actually prescribed me antidepressants, or not anti-anxiety medicine, not antidepressants. And she's like, you really should go see somebody because I shouldn't be doing this, which hey, if you want to figure out who did it, she could probably go to jail. I don't know if that's the case or not, but yeah, she's like English and she's right near me.
No, she's allowed to prescribe those meds.
Yeah.
She would
Sure,
prefer someone.
She told me to go somewhere else or whatever. So I started taking these things, right? And then time goes by. I'm like, I don't think anything's happening. Good month or 2 months go by, and I realized I didn't give a crap about anything. Like I started like nothing bothered me anymore. There was no anxiety, no stress. Like I was even keeled. But then I was realizing like important things were happening around me, and I didn't give a crap.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a downfall, though.
But that's what I'm afraid of, dude. Like, so I'm afraid of taking meds. Same thing. I went to see my doctor, and he's like, going through the whole list of questions because it's the first time in 7 years, like whatever. I have high blood sugar, like all this crap. So I got to change my diet. And then he's like, so like, do you deal with anxiety? And I'm like, yeah, that's an understatement. Do you deal with stress? Yeah, that's an understatement. He's like, well, what do you do to help it? And I'm like, I don't know. Take a pot gummy. And he's like, he just kind of, like, how's this look? And I'm like, well, I'm not lying. I mean, I just take a pot gummy. He's like,
before though, like that's like, is that so wild? I'm sure.
But it's just funny though, because like he wants to prescribe me something that's going to numb me, but then I'm like, so yeah, I'm not saying that it's the greatest thing, but like I'd rather take a pot gummy than freaking, take whatever. But I don't know, man. I don't want to be numb, but obviously I want my life to be peaceful. So
see, I think like I've said this before. I just don't think that as far as brain science go, we don't fully understand the brain yet. So they throw stuff at you. And like it might, it numb you out, make you not care for a while, but they're kind of just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing how you feel. If you don't kill yourself, come back. Let us know.
Yeah.
We'll, adjust the dosage.
So my doctor also in that same physical said, "Oh, we should probably do an exam, finger up the butt exam." And I'm like,
"You get that too?"
Yeah.
Is that like a thing?
He asked me, he's like, you're getting to be that age. He's like, we should probably do this exam. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, do you want to do it? And I'm like, no, but do I need to? And he's like, well, I mean, we probably should. He's all, it's really quick. And I'm like,
so they try to convince you. They
okay. And in my head, I'm sitting there thinking, this is an Asian dude. Like,
gotta be like
tiny fingers. Okay, cool. Do your thing, man.
Dude, that was racist.
It was, yeah. But it hurt. It hurt really bad, dude.
Even with the small finger.
I'm that age. I don't want to do it now. I'll do it myself.
Yep. 100%. It was not funny at all.
Did you make a joke afterwards? Did you like, hey, did you find anything?
No, I was just kind of like dumbfounded. Like, did that really just happened? Like, that was not cool.
Did you go auga?
No, I did not. Nope. Nope.
Did he have both of his hands on your shoulders?
It was my dentist, and I couldn't figure it out. And then he had both his hands on my shoulders, and I was just like, I don't understand, dude. Why are you doing no?
It's like, what are you going back in for? Did you forget something?
So listen. So you were talking about that you don't want to be drugged up in that. I was drugged up, and then I got to the point where I was nervous. I'm like, I'm gonna end up homeless.
Yeah,
right?
Because you don't care about nothing.
Yeah, I cold turkey stopped taking the stuff. And I didn't know you're not supposed to do that. And actually,
bro.
Alex Meany told me you could die from that.
Yeah.
Medication. One thing that started happening, I had no idea what was happening. I stopped taking it and I started getting brain zaps. And it was like it felt like I was getting electrocuted. My whole head was glitching.
Like if that's happening, the drugs couldn't have been good for you. Like that's not cool. Like
That's the thing, man. It's all pharmaceuticals, dude. But then again, I start wondering. I'm like, okay, so what are these pot gummies? Like, what am I taking? Like, what is that?
What it is? Like, you just got to fix your fucking life. That's what it
That's
is.
100% the truth, man.
You got to fix what's like, and like, I'm susceptible to this. I just started therapy myself this last week. I started seeing a counselor because
How'd it go?
I got some shit to fix. It was really good. Like, halfway through, I was like, I apologize. I'm just like a fire hose right now because I just have a lot of baggage that I need to unload, and the plane just landed, babe. So buckle up. And I just went on for like an hour and a half, just getting my shit out there. And
is it crazy? Because I've been to the therapist before years ago, and it's all funny too. Because back then, okay, so you can go to, at least for me, because I'm probably crazy, but you can go to a therapist and you can unpack everything, right? And now it's been like 10 years, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I didn't unpack everything. I totally unpacked the wrong stuff. Like, I think I led to my misdiagnosis of being bipolar. I don't think that I shared everything I should have shared.
See, I kind of on that same idea. I'm unpacking my stuff almost in a way. I'm not trying to lead her into like a certain diagnosis, or I'm not trying to lead her down a certain path of like what I think she should view me as, like,
yeah.
But I am also doing that in the same sense because, there's some other stuff that I'm unpacking, but I'm like, just like this stuff, I'll tell you, but it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, I was an alcoholic for 15 years, but it doesn't matter. That's not what I need to get at. I'm very angry and frustrated with life right now.
But that is part of it.
That is. Yeah. But I don't see what happened before when I was doing Betterment. I brought that up, and that was like their entire focus. I'm like, yeah, I mean, that was part of it. But then it was their entire focus, but for what I thought were all the wrong reasons, because they were like, you need to go to AA. And I'm like, maybe, but I'm done. I quit drinking like 9 years ago. So
yeah.
Why do that's another thing they push. They push fingers in your butt and they push AA. Like,
and they push pills. It's always pills. It's always pharmaceuticals and fingers in your butt.
Dude, there's a Netflix movie. Oh shoot, I'm trying to think of what it's called, but it's about the OxyContin, whatever. But it's like a girl and she becomes a pharmaceutical sales rep, and then it's about it's not the informational. It's actually entertaining. It's like a TV show or movie or whatever. But it's about the sales, and it's a trip, man. Yeah, it's a trip the way that it all went down. And
I saw that. Is that with that chick that was like trying to sell it in that, like, to everyone, and then everyone started dying and getting hooked on it and that?
It's something like that. Yeah. And she didn't, but it was all like one doctor. I mean, it's based on a true story. It was like one doctor that like started the whole thing, and he was like the highest sales for freaking Oxy or whatever at one point. And
no, there's another one. That was pretty cool.
They just, I don't know, they push pills too much, and it's just like with like weight loss and trying to get healthier. And
dude, everybody's pushing Ozempic. Like everybody
is, man. And it doesn't work for everybody. I don't know. What are the long-term effects? We don't know.
They don't know. That's the problem. You lose like bone mass or something like that, or muscle mass, or
same thing with vaping,
Same thing. Yep. Stop.
And think about you end up being a douche for life.
You remember, like, there was not, do you remember? If you look in the history books, you can see that, there used to be cigarette ads that were endorsed by doctors. This is endorsed by doctors and whatever. And like, and smoking was allowed in hospitals, right? And then it used to be healthy, but then they realized like, oh, it's not. It phased out. That was a big lie.
People.
And then they transition people like, oh, start vaping. And it's like, yeah, add some other weird chemical into your body.
What's funny though is like we realized we like a complete 180 from you're feeling bad, you're feeling down, have a cigarette and all this. Complete 180, like that's killing people. But we'll still sell it to you. I mean, it's obviously killing you at a healthy clip, but you can still buy it.
But they put a warning. They put a warning on it.
A warning, yeah. And they raise the prices so high that you go bankrupt and have to freaking finance a pack of cigarettes.
Good stuff now.
Yeah.
Speaking of healthy stuff, so this week, actually last week, I picked up my first CPAP machine because I apparently have sleep apnea.
Is that okay? So
moderate level of it.
So what does that do? Like, how do you sleep with a giant mask on your face, bro?
It's difficult. It's like it literally is like Darth Vader. Like when I'm sleeping with this mask on my face, I hear myself breathing though. It's like almost having two people on either side of your head breathing into your ear holes.
What's the downside? Like, what's the downside to not using the CPAP machine?
I lay there and like I choke on my own.
But are you gonna know that you died?
No.
I mean, that's pretty morbid.
Who cares at that point, right?
People around me will figure it out eventually, though.
I don't want that for my family, though. That would suck for my family.
No.
Like, there's a lifeless person laying there like that. I don't want. But
I mean, it's gonna happen someday. Just think about that. Like,
it's true. Like, why not?
Someday, one of your loved ones is probably gonna find you. You know, hanging by a belt with your pants down in the closet.
you need to get rid of that box of magazines, Chris, under your bed before that happens.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Clear your search
what?
history often.
What
Yeah.
freaking, who was that dude? What famous actor was that they found that they were saying was
What was
like,
that samurai guy?
oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. He's super well known.
Kung Fu dude, right? Kung Fu dude. David Carradine.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, David Carradine. Yeah.
David Carradine. Yeah. It was rumors, so we don't know that that's true, but yeah,
I
that's
would
wild.
say, if I was a betting man.
But yeah, so I got this mask on my face, right? And all night long, it's just like,
You got a new tattoo.
say what?
Is that a new tattoo?
What one? That one?
Yeah. That's pretty cool. What is it?
On my finger?
Is that a pirate ship? Is that a new one? That's new.
I don't know what you're talking about. That on my hand?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had that for a long time.
Oh, you just never raise your hands on the show.
That's true. I don't know what to do with my hands sometimes. I got both my hands done a while back
Wow.
because it looks cool.
Congratulations.
And then I got my fingers done. That was cool. But yeah, enough about me. Let's talk
Yeah, I don't
about-
think I can sleep with a sleep apnea machine, dude. So here's how I solve my snoring problems. I've figured out that if I put a pillow behind my back and wedge it underneath me, it makes me sleep on my side. I call it my Jill barrier. And then I don't snore. But apparently my wife says I still snore, but I don't hear it. So
See,
I'm
the
good.
problem is when you lay on your back, all the weight from that chin strap dildo pushes your jaw into your throat and then you choke to death.
Well, because of all the stress and the anxiety, I've lost like 40 pounds. So I know,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
100%, bro. Yeah,
I need to get more stressed.
I know my stress just leads to like either weight gain or plateau.
So
nothing.
right now, my fasting weight is 175. So that's if I've been fasting, I'm 175 pounds. If I've been eating, I'm 180. I was 230.
I was gonna say you were like 220 something at least when we saw you.
Oh, I was probably 240 then because I hit 240 is my highest. So
fucking fat troll.
But I lost a shit.
You're pretty short too, so that's a heavy 240.
Pretty fucking short, bro. I'm 5'11. You
You're
guys
not
are
5'11. You're like
no, I'm 5'10. 5'10.
keep,
Yeah.
keep it going.
Yeah.
Nope. 5'10, bro.
So is Tom Cruise, huh?
Yeah.
You and your wife are like the same height. You guys are walking around. I thought I was
she's
like
5'4", man.
it was like I felt like when we were walking through AHR, I thought I was like Wizard of Oz.
You're like the Jolly Green Giant walking beside us. You should have put a green suit on, call it a day. No, but like, yeah, the stress, dude, it's been killing me. Like, but I also changed my diet last May and cut sugar out for the most part. But still, dude, lately I've been dropping it. And I'm just like, I mean, it's good, but then it's like, this isn't healthy. Like, I'm losing weight fast.
I mean, I don't know. It's got its upsides to it, though. Like you said, losing your weight has increased your sleep, right? Your quality of sleep.
Yeah, I'm wearing a size 32 jeans. I haven't done that since I was like 17, man.
Jeez.
I had to buy new pants. I was in 36 at one point. As 36 was the highest in my waist, and all my pants were falling off me, even my work pants, dude. I had to go buy all new freaking 5'11 tactical pants. You know how expensive those fucking things are now? I bought 6 pairs, dude.
That's a good problem to have, though.
Take your old ones and sell them on eBay, man. I just sold.
They were worn. They were literally worn.
Okay, dude. I sold a bunch of old work pants on eBay because they're these Wrangler like ripstop whatever's. Fucking $50 for 5 of them.
One of your viewers bought those, dude. He's freaking breathing them on his face right now. He uses them as a sleep apnea mask.
It's right in the crotch.
Speaking about my viewers, I saw Dr. Z posted his first video in like 5 years today.
Really? I didn't see that.
It's about his camper. He's been doing a camper project for the last like 20 years.
Hello, my viewers.
Hello, my viewers. I'm back at the camper again. Now I'm 83 years old.
Restoring a camper or building a camper? What's his
Yeah,
deal?
he was like gutting it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
You missed it, Bill. I don't know if Chris was there, but we in the middle of the night, I freaking messaged Dr. Z and he came on a show before the overtime was overtime, we were just doing hangouts.
I heard about that. I wasn't.
He freaking
I
came
might have
out.
been watching. I might have been watching.
And he was like hanging out in his hallway whispering so he didn't wake up Becky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Hey, you want to do something fun?
No.
Maybe. I don't think so, though, because I know Bill.
So I spent some time today going through Craigslist.
Ah, yes, let's do this.
I found these things. Like, if you're not familiar with Craigslist, my viewers, if you're not familiar with Craigslist, what I assume a majority of you are, because that's where you buy your drugs at.
Is this Craig Migliacci's list?
The back pages or whatever?
Not Craig Migliacci.
Wait, are you talking about Backpage? Are you on Backpage?
It's similar.
Oh.
But I went to Craigslist in California and I looked up the missed connections, which is where people who have like encountered some other person and they're like, oh man, I should have really got that chick's phone number, or like we made eye contact on this street and whatever. And he found his wife on Craigslist.
So did Bill.
I'm pretty sure he bought his wife because she's Filipino.
Asshole.
I had to guess.
I'm not laughing.
So let me show you some of the fun ones that I found here. These are good ones. Let's start at this one. I'm going to see if I can get this to work.
Wait, that's a random one.
You started surf lessons, new to SoCal. Colorado cowboy, where are you now? I miss my friend. It's me, Travis, your Taylor.
That is freaking weird. Move on.
That is super gay, right? Super gay, right? All right. Well, this is hard to navigate with.
Can you not on your, I don't know what computer you're using. Does it not have on the right-hand side where you can just go through your pictures?
I don't know.
That's like picture roulette, though.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to do that.
I miss my friend. His job moved him cross country. I had a friend who would often let me volunteer for him specifically. Then sometimes he would have me volunteer for others. Is this volunteer doing what? Unfortunately, his business is talking away. If you or anybody you know needs a male volunteer, let me know. Just make sure you're on top of what you want me to do. I must travel out. I volunteer well. One-on-one and or for group. Dude, that is a fucking orgy, bro.
Get them on the phone right now.
Yeah, I emailed him. I was like, yes, my name is Chris Stevens. I need a volunteer to come work for me.
I've been looking for a volunteer for so very long.
I've been looking for someone to volunteer with me and a couple other volunteers.
What the hell, bro? That is so weird.
I mean, dude sounds legit. Let's be honest.
I think if you replace the word volunteer with butt sex, it'll
There's so much innuendo in this. Like, oh man,
you know, it's great. I didn't know these things really existed.
Oh crap!
That's how you do it. All right, let's go to this.
How are you doing one at a time? You just did the other one.
I don't know.
He figured it out, but he's afraid with picture roulette because his camera.
Yeah, I don't know what else is on here.
Providing services for camel toe. Like, does someone actually respond to this? This is like a fat old man sitting by himself on his couch in his sweatpants, and he's posting this crap.
I mean, I look at it like a Hail Mary. It's like, you're not going to lose by posting this. What are you going to lose?
But you can't be a chooser because you're just going to get what you're going to get. Yeah. So
imagine the quality of woman that's reading this and be like, you know what? I think I do need my camel toe serviced.
Yeah. That is weird, bro.
Yeah. I got a couple more.
You need to get better at this.
Hey, this is a work in progress.
Okay, so white male, age 25 to 35, Dana Point. My dad used to live in Dana Point. You were so handsome, and that bulge was happy face. I am short, very petite, brunette, Mexican, educated, or looking for an attractive man who would let me abuse their money as well.
Oh, so it's like looking for somebody they missed, but also saying, I don't really care about you. And if there's somebody better with money, game on.
Yeah.
The part that was the best, though, was, and that bulge was hard eyes.
Where's that one? Oh, I get that. I don't understand oh, yeah.
She didn't even she's not talking about where they missed the connection.
No.
Yeah. She's talking about a dude with the bulge.
But wait, who said it was a girl?
Yeah, I mean, we're just assuming that it's a girl.
True.
I mean, but I guess does a guy describe himself as a petite brunette Mexican educated?
I would.
Does.
Is it racist if Mexicans call themselves Mexican educated?
What does that even mean?
Do you think they call it Mexican food?
Like from a
in
racist
Mexico?
standpoint, what I'm Mexican educated?
I don't know.
Does that mean I was raised in a Taco Bell?
Looking for my amigo that has my remote control on top of the cabinet, Pasadena. What the fuck does that mean? That's some code word shit, bro. I think we just activated a terrorist cell right now by reading that out loud.
I'm a guy that's usually looking at the bottom of the drawer. I really know how to appreciate a remote control. Do you have my remote control? What does that mean?
I think like if the FBI wanted to find some effed up crap, just start responding to all these nut jobs.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
I mean, that's got to be something about gay stuff, right? Remote control is actually vibrator, or
we shouldn't be saying this too harshly though, because it's probably some of the people in the chat, to be honest.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Oh,
I bet you that last one, that's where Freon Leanne's gonna meet his next wife at. Mexican educated and she liked his bulge.
Oh shit. FTM. I don't know what that means. Looking for M friend. Into public and car giving a hand. Send pics and stats for reply.
What does that mean? Into public and car giving a hand. Are we talking about handies?
I don't know.
Handy hand jobs?
Is this like, do they not walk do like the ladies of the night not walk the street anymore? Is that what this is? Is this like,
I was trying to find.
I'm assuming lady. This might be a
what do you think
of the night.
What does FTM stand for?
I don't know. Maybe someone in the chat knows.
Fat.
Yes. Female to male.
Female to female to male.
Oh, well, freaking what? That's an interesting one. What the fuck, Megan?
Into public and car giving a hand.
My ex-husband loved Craigslist personal ads. I got stories for days.
Nice.
This is my favorite one.
Yeah, wait. I'm looking for a buddy that has a dark remote TV control. Wait, I still don't. I mean, I see something.
He means a big angry wiener. That's what he means.
How do you know that?
It's got to be. Everything on this is like super gay, or
what is the on top of my bottom drawer cabinet? Is that back door?
Your back door, yeah, your bottom door.
Oh, well, if you want to call them, they're everybody in the chat, do me a favor. The phone number is 323-400-2790. Go ahead and text them and find out and report back to us in the chat what it is that they want.
How do you know the number?
Down in the bottom, 323-400-2790.
No, this is probably somebody that made this post and put their friend's number on it.
Could be.
This
is what everybody in the chat.
This is what we do.
Oh shit!
I was trying to like circle in on like Chris's area. I didn't get too close.
So just FYI, Inglewood, the area code is 323. So that is a legit phone number. 323-400-2790.
Chris, do you have a DirecTV long size dark control?
Don't think. Hold on. I happen to have one right here. Oh, no. No, I don't.
You should have one. Oh, man.
It's Ted.
Uh-oh. We got to clean it up. Sorry, Ted. We've said all our bad words. We're not going to say them anymore. So
get that off the screen. Get that out of there. We're not talking about gay stuff.
Yeah. I talked to Ted. Ted actually just had a surgery done.
Oh, really? Hey, we never got a follow-up, or at least I didn't see a follow-up on the shop damage from the water main.
Oh yeah, he never
was there a follow-up video? I didn't see it if there was, so I'm curious if they got all, I mean, I'm assuming they got it all fixed up, but yeah, if you guys don't know, Ted had an incident where there's a water main broke and like flooded out his whole freaking, it was crazy, dude.
It's way more than flooded. It like destroyed truck.
It ruined the foundation. Didn't it mess up the foundation? Like, dude, it was wild, the damage that it did to his shop.
It was wild what it did to that one truck. Oh, it's still in lawsuit.
Damn.
Speaking of lawsuit, I'm getting sued.
That sucks, dude. I'm in a lawsuit, but I haven't talked about it. But yeah.
Oh, really? Let's all talk about it.
Mine's not cleared yet, so I can't discuss details.
Mine's not cleared either, but I'm pretty confident that it's gonna be.
Yeah, but you got to be careful. But yeah, you got to watch that one, dude. So
go pop one of those pills that make you not care, Adam, and tell us all about it.
Yeah, exactly. Ask me after I've taken a couple gummies, and we can talk about it.
We're both getting sued. We're like sued brothers.
Mine's not. Mine's handled by insurance. So it's a lawsuit, but it's being handled by insurance. So they're taking care of it. All liabilities covering it.
No, I was actually it's pretty straightforward
about it.
I'm gonna win this one.
He says it's open and shut. So I assume he knows about it, right?
Who?
Dustin Cole.
Adams. He knows about Adam. Yeah.
Yeah, I told him. It's pretty straightforward.
It is a sexual harassment case, Minky Moo too.
100%. 100%.
Adam was touching somebody's bottom drawer.
Al Anonymous. That's a good question. Apparently, I have a crane boom fully extended on my top shelf. What the hell does that mean? Can we make a code word Craigslist ad about my crane boom that's fully extended?
Hey, look at this.
Operator.
You probably can't see this.
You need an operator for your crane boom.
So my my brother and my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, were watching our show. And we were talking about cigarettes and old back in the day, doctors smoking in hospitals and that. She just texted me and she's like, we were watching your show and then I was on Facebook and it showed, this is like hard to see, but it's a black and white photo of a big cigarette handing somebody in the hospital bed a cigarette.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Like you're just sick in bed and you got this giant cigarette guy handing you packs of smokes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wild, that was the good old days. I was going to say, why... When you get on an airplane, I still think it's wild that they waste the time to put no smoking signs in an airplane.
People still go into the bathrooms and try to smoke.
Yeah, dude. People are still real stupid.
Yeah, man, it's freaking wild. It is absolutely wild.
Maybe they're not talking about cigarettes. Maybe they mean vaping or weed.
I don't know. Did you hear about the pilot who took off to go to another country and they had to turn the plane around because he forgot his passport? They left like Los Angeles or something like that. And he was flying to like Japan or China. He was going overseas and they realized mid-flight he had to turn around and And apparently there's no lawsuit because in the fine print, I think I heard on the radio, they were saying that like there's no recourse if it's human error or something like that. It's only like, and it's like wild, dude. So yeah.
So how far did he get into the flight before?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they diverted to San Francisco, and I doubt that they turned around. And I mean, no matter what, you're gonna be completely, late. So, but imagine how horrible it would have been for that pilot if he would have landed in another country.
HVAC?
What's that?
What did anyone work on HVAC?
I worked on HVAC videos all day. I made videos legit. One video, a 7-minute video. I spent more than 8 hours working on.
Welcome to my life, my friend. Welcome to my life. But you did voiceovers. Voiceovers are a pain in the ass, dude.
Yeah.
Especially when we don't have a producer or a studio.
Nope. I've been doing ride-alongs. So I'm trying to hire new apprentices right now and got a couple really good candidates, but yeah, man, been doing ride-along. So I did a ride-along today.
I like calling them ride-a-dongs.
Oh, yeah? Sounds about what you would say.
I sent Jim Bergman my video.
Oh, yeah?
He's like, yeah, you did it all wrong. He's like, you need to do it again. Like,
did he give you an 8-hour explanation?
No, it was like a paragraph. He's like, but good job. They go, nice try.
Good job, though. You're still an idiot. Good job.
No, he didn't really. He kind of said that, but not really.
I have a service call that I have to go to. I freaking just before the show started, I got an emergency walk-in freezer call. So
that makes me want to throw up in my mouth. Just knowing, I feel anxiety for you.
Yeah, well, right when I got it, I instantly go, I just want to go to work now. Like when I get a service call, I want to go now, just so I can just get it done, just pull the Band-Aid out. But for me, I'm like, it was a half hour before the show, and then I knew that the show is going to be an hour long, and then I'm going to leave. So it's like. And then I'm in my head already thinking, okay, well, minimum it's going to be a 3-hour service call, so that's going to put me to 10 o'clock. Maybe
you got to hit him. You got to give him that big picture.
Nah, Friday nights, it's not a big picture thing. It's like get it running, and I'll go back on Monday
from 8 to 5.
Give him that black remote too.
Yeah, that long DirecTV remote, right in the bottom drawer.
Bring it with.
Like, hey, you need a volunteer? I'll bring my crane boom.
You're getting 3 hours in a freaking DirecTV remote, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So
great.
yeah, I'm gonna go do that one. That's gonna be fun.
I had to try to fuss with a Danfoss VFD today.
Yeah, like reprogramming or what?
Yeah, I was trying to reprogram it / verify some programming
Parameters that were set. Yeah,
some parameters. Yeah, and it's an old Danfoss. It's a VLT 6000 series, and when you go onto the Danfoss website, because they have this thing where you can get in a chat with Danfoss tech support, which they say is faster than waiting on hold for tech support. And when you go through and like select VLT 6000 series, it just comes up and says this model is now obsolete. So basically, we're not going to answer any questions about it. You should just replace it. And yeah, so they didn't help me with it at all. So I had to get the book out, go through the book. I was trying to verify, or I was trying to find a way to look at the parameter. It's like fucking parameter 213 or whatever to check the minimum and maximum input voltage, because I had to make sure that was 0 to 10. Because I was talking to the controls guy who was putting, let's say he was putting 4 volts on the control, and it was going 75% of its full speed. And it should have only been going close to minimum speed, which is like 24 hertz. So we had to go through, change some parameters, and that was the one that I couldn't find. I couldn't verify it I couldn't get to that parameter for some reason.
Does the Danfoss VFD come with like the display or the control or whatever? Is that like built in?
It's got the built-in display with the little thumb pad on there and change data, enter, okay. But on
the older carrier units, they would come with they bought a budget version ABB VFD. And I've since confirmed, even from ABB, like Carrier bought the cheapest one with, it's just a piece of junk. They weren't buying the nice ones, but they would buy them without the screens, and they wouldn't ship them with the screen. So if you ever had a problem, you had to get a screen, and the screens were expensive. So it was stupid. They don't use those anymore on the equipment that I'm working on. So
there you go.
There we go. That's right. Yeah, it's been like work has been interesting. It's been picking up. Some of our customers started routine maintenances again. So like we've been doing those, which has been good. It's been generating a lot of work and everything, but like it's getting kind of scary because I'm short techs right now. So I'm like, okay, we are selling a lot of stuff. We've got a bunch of package units, exhaust fans, walk-in coils, all ordered and ready. And I'm like, this is going to be hell when this all comes in and we have to start doing this work. And it's just going to be like chaos, man. This is going to be a rough summer, to say the least. So
nice.
Hopefully then ride along works out for you.
Yeah. I mean, I know that I'm going to be able to pick up an apprentice or two for sure. Like that's not a question. It's just the problem. Again, it's whatever, first world problems. But like if I end up, with a new apprentice, well, we already have an apprentice working with us. So it's like, that means that I can't take a day off because the apprentices aren't doing anything by themselves. They're riding with people and helping people. So it's like, basically I'm destined to work like
all
the time. So
what TXV conversion for R438A? Isn't that MO99?
I have no idea what that is.
MO99. I thought that was the replacement for R22, not the drop-in.
But I'm pretty sure that's is R438A MO99. Yeah, he said yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you guys? I don't think you need to change a TXV. Don't.
Yeah.
Right? They're supposed to be like.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't even think you're supposed to. You didn't need to change the oil on that. Right?
Okay, so no, you're gonna get me on a tirade right now. So
the 3D scrolls, you cannot use them on. You can't use them. Don't use it. Don't you do it.
That's 100% the truth. Okay. But stop trusting the supply houses with that goddamn MO99. It's bullshit. Every R22 replacement out there, if you read the fine print of their installation instructions, which the supply houses don't tell you, read the fine print. In the fine print, it says works best with polyester oil. Like bottom line. So if they had to put that in their fine print, that means you need to do an oil change. Okay. I know some people say that they've worked with MO99 or whatever these ones, but they're all compressor killers if you don't use them with polyester. But it
only says it works best, not that it will only work.
Yeah. Just do an oil change and call it a day, or change the compressor, whatever you're going to do, and use the alternative refrigerant. But seriously, that stuff's junk.
By all rights, I have to tell you, I have a good handful, probably like 7 or 8 systems that were running on MO99, and I didn't change the oil.
Yeah, You won't see it as much on the residential, but you're really going to see it in the commercial, dude. It's going to be a problem. So
that I've ever used that. Come to think of it.
I mean, you know, whatever. Everybody loves it, but I've tried them all, dude. M199, 427A, 407 this, 407 that. Like
you're saying he's saying conversions from piston to TXV. Why does it matter though? Like if it's M199, it's an R22 TXV, right?
Yes. Yes. It's an R22 TXV.
I mean, I've never done one.
What
brand, at the same time, but
what brand friendly neighborhood maintenance guy says, welcome to apartments. Chris is correct. Yeah. What brand of AC are you talking about going from a piston to a thing? I mean, if it's a piston to a TXV, that's a pretty straightforward conversion, unless it's like an actuator metering device, like on Carrier, where you have freaking, 15 different circuits, so those are a pain. But let's see. Just go back with 22. That's what I do, man. I will use 407C on package units that already have polyester oil that have TXVs. I've had good success with 407C, but you do have an efficiency loss. But 407C falls off the map on fixed orifice metering devices on the equipment I'm looking at.
Isn't 407C, isn't that going away in California?
Everything's going away, dude. Yeah, 100%. It's a 400 series refrigerant. It's out the door. So everything's going away. 404s. It's whatever. It doesn't bother me.
However, have you guys been paying attention to all that EPA BS going on right now?
Okay, so be careful what you say, because there's a lot of misinformation about that, but go for it. I
have read on different articles online, which I'm not talking about like social media videos and that. I'm talking about like, so I have I go to Google, and there's like a news section in Google that I go through and read different things, and
are they walking it back now?
They were saying that they're trying to not overthrow, but they're rolling back a bunch of the regulations.
Okay, so let me step in before you say some wrong information.
Don't be telling me I didn't say anything wrong. Everything I said was accurate at that point.
They are potentially
get on a step ladder to talk down to us.
They're potentially going to roll back some of the A2L transitions, but not on comfort cooling. It's only on refrigeration and VRF.
No, so I didn't say any of that.
The A2L refrigerants, they are talking about rolling it back, but they are not rolling back on everything that we do every day.
They're rolling back things that have to do with actually I don't remember the exact details, because I usually read it at 5 o'clock in the morning, but stuff with coal power plants, they're rolling back regulations with that. And they're rolling back some of the decarbonization stuff as well too.
That's probably a good thing to believe, Adam, over me, Michael. That's really is probably a good thing to believe, because I do spout a lot of misinformation. So, they're trying to roll that stuff back, but I'll tell you what, in the state that I live in, it ain't rolling nothing back, dude. So
you know what I'm gonna invent a car that is powered off of R22.
Oh yeah,
combustion engine powered with R22.
It's what I didn't realize until I was watching that Neil deGrasse Tyson or whatever.
What's that?
Like rocket ships and that rocket fuel. I didn't realize the byproduct is water. I thought I was thinking like what I thought he's like big on the helping the environment and everything, but yeah, it's one of the.
What do you mean, like the byproduct of at the launch is
like water. Yeah,
water vapor or something. I get to go see Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's doing a stadium tour or whatever, not stadium, but a theater tour or whatever. And he's going to talk about stuff. And my daughter was super stoked when I told her that I was going to get tickets. So her and I are going in June, I think, to go see him. That locally here, like 10 minutes from my house, which is going to be cool.
Do you think they'll have like a meet and greet where you can actually like meet
I didn't pay for the meet and greet. It was an extra $40 a ticket or something. I did pay for like VIP tickets, but not the meet and greet. So
you should upgrade. That'd be cool.
I always get uncomfortable going up and talking to people, dude. I've never been a walk up and talk to them.
What if he recognizes you?
Yeah.
Come on. That could happen.
Not even close.
Like, hey, Chris, I've watched your videos.
Yeah. That would be cool, though. Neil deGrasse Tyson pops up in my chat. Yeah, right.
Hey, Chris, I got this long, dark TV remote for you. Just think about that.
I'm gonna send you a remote for your birthday.
Think
What's
about
that? They have those universal remotes. I'm sure you like.
Oh, I'm
those.
sending
You
him
like
a
to swing in
universal
every direction.
It's gonna be universal. It goes 2 directions.
big giant ones.
It's double, my friend. It's a double, and it has a suction cup.
Just so you don't lose it.
You
Yeah,
can't
it's
feel
double
coming
with
right
a
up.
suction cup.
Man.
Man. No, but yeah, work is picking up, so that's a good thing. Weather's been interesting here. It's like we're in rubber band weather, so we had like a 98-degree day like last week, and then it's like 50 again. So yeah,
It was 70 degrees here today.
yeah, it was 70s is pretty normal during the day. Right now it's 60 degrees, and the low is going to be 53. So
Dinitrogen tetroxide.
is that the one? Do you guys watch the launches and stuff? Did you guys watch the capsule come back with the astronauts on it?
All that stuff always looks so fake to me. Like I want to go there in person because
dude, I was watching that all week long, and I'm like, is this real? This looks like PS5 graphic, or not even PS5.
Absolutely am enamored by that, dude. I am watching those things. I love them. I love watching the rockets take off. So would they do launches here in California? Not for they do rocket launches all the time, so we can see them taking off like in the sky, and then you can see the boosters landing out in the ocean. Like from my house, you can see the boosters going down.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've got pictures and videos of them taking off.
Dolphins swimming around there. I'm like,
yeah,
this is just. It looks so weird. Like, where was the body cam? Where was any other video from any other angle?
Bill is such a skeptic. Bill swears that we've never been to space, that 100%. None of this stuff is true.
I think we've been to space.
Do you guys ever see those videos of the astronauts in the space station where they're like doing flips and stuff, and you could see the strings hanging from their shirt or whatever?
No.
I gotta send you those. Right when we're done with this, I gotta send you. And I sent you the one the other day where they're all sitting there talking, their hair's up in the air, and the guy sets down a cup of coffee on the table in space.
That's awesome.
Oh, so Prothermal. So Prothermal says he has a customer in SoCal that has 4 to 5 gelato machines, water cooled, straight to drain. So pump and dump, dude. Does it make sense to convert it to closed loop somehow? It only makes sense to convert it to closed loop if you have a cooling tower. So because you need to cool that water. So you'd have to have a cooling tower, evaporative cooling tower, which you're going to have water treatment that you're going to have to add. But technically, you're not supposed to be dumping that down the drain in California because water is a precious resource.
What's gelato and how cold?
What is a gelato machine? Yeah, what is this?
It's an ice cream machine, dude. It's just an ice cream machine, basically.
Okay.
Gelato is just a different type of, isn't it like, it's vegan, so it's like fruit ice cream or something like that. But it's essentially an ice cream machine.
I mean, why not just make them air cooled?
Well, you're not going to make them air cooled because they're really expensive machines. But yeah, you could buy all new machines, but I bet you those things are freaking $30,000 each, dude. So
like when I was doing Frosty and Shake machines, they were all air cooled. And maybe I had one, I think that was water cooled, but that was.
No, I'm not saying that you can't. Like, I'm pretty sure if you have one, you can use it. But like, you're just that dude. The weight, the amount of water that they're running down the drain just to cool those things is insane. I used to have some water cooled ice machines that would just dump it down the drain.
But what are you gonna like? Well, I don't understand.
The water is cooling the condenser.
How does this work? Tell me how it works. The groundwater is cooling it, right?
No. Well, yeah, it is ground. Yeah. It's municipal water. So
if you did a closed loop, you're gonna have a hard time. You have to reject it, right?
Exactly. That's why you need a cooling tower.
Yeah, that's why you get a little heat exchanger hooked up to a little condensing unit with a compressor, and bada boom, bada bing.
Well, not a little condensing unit, because these things have a huge heat load, dude. He says they have 90 amp breakers on each one. These are big.
Rick's making fun of me right now. You know what, Rick? I got something for you. I got to tell you something, Rick.
Shove that in your bottom drawer.
And Rick is real familiar with the ice cream machines too, so he knows. Like, yeah.
I bet he's probably seen some water cooled shake machines and ice cream machines.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he has. Yeah, where he's at for sure, they probably see it.
You know what? I do remember one ice cream place down in down in Ohio where they did have a little tiny. It was like a mini cooling tower out back. I don't remember how it worked though. That was fucking 10 years ago that I saw that. But all of their machines ran to that little tiny cooling tower. They were all water cooled.
Hold on.
What are we waiting for? Oh, he's talking.
He's talking to his wife.
Mm.
You know, what's funny is that she's obviously standing up, but he's not really looking up.
She's really short.
She's really short.
Yeah.
It's my daughter is telling me how she got an interview at Trader Joe's. So.
Oh, nice.
So
does she know she has to be like really bubbly and talk to everyone? Like, oh, did you try that? The gluten free?
In her pajamas, I would show you that she's bubbly and talks to. Well, actually, she doesn't talk to everyone. She's my daughter, so she fucking hates the world. But she can be bubbly if she wants to. So
it's the gluten free. You got to go back and try the gluten free next time.
All right, cool. Your mom might be going to Virginia. Yeah, grandma's in the hospital. So.
Way to break it.
Just rip the Band-Aid right out.
Don't ease into that conversation at all.
No, that's my oldest daughter. She gets it. She's a straight
from the job. By the way, grandma's dying. Get out there.
Pizza's in the oven.
I got a service call after this, so you're gonna be all alone to deal with these feelings.
Yeah, exactly. I do. I gotta go, so we gotta wrap this up because I gotta freaking go to work. So
all right.